Hey, this year it seems like more than any other, we've been bombarded with funerals and deaths in our church and community. When I do Miss Glenda Marr's funeral on Saturday, that'll be uh, three of the last four Saturdays that I've needed to officiate a funeral. Glenda's not a church member here, but some church members, some not. Other funerals that have happened midweek. Gentleman in our church lost his brother. Uh, just a lot, especially in the last 2 months, and so it causes us to pause and to think about what the Scripture says about death. Paul says in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 6. Notice the language he uses. We are confident knowing. We are confident knowing that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. Now we certainly sense the Lord's presence. We know that the Spirit of God dwells within us. The text is overwhelmingly clear in teaching us that the Spirit of God lives within us. And yet, Paul says, we are confident knowing that while we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. The reality is, our flesh is a barrier to divine fellowship. That's just a fact. Our flesh is a barrier to divine fellowship. We can pray to God. We can have Him communicate with us through His Word. We can sense His presence. We can even sense His leading. But yet, our flesh, as stinky as it is just a barrier to intimacy with Him. He goes on to say in verse 8, we would much rather be absent from the body and present with the Lord. Here is the way we relate this text to those that as Paul wrote to the church at Thessalonica, to those that we love who have fallen asleep, those that we care about who have gone on in death, they're with the Lord. Man, that's a great thing. They were absent from the Lord when they were in the flesh, but when they laid aside flesh, that part that was cremated or that part that was buried, that is flesh that has been laid aside. And their immaterial part, their spiritual part, their permanent part is at home with the Lord. And we can be very, very grateful for that. Let that encourage you today. Have a great Thursday for His glory. God bless.